What you eat after dinner could be quietly damaging your kidneys. Here's what every senior needs to know. I want to speak to you not as a doctor with charts and numbers, but as someone who deeply cares about your well-being. If you're over 60, you've already lived through decades of responsibility, of raising families, working long hours, surviving hardships. You deserve peace now. Peace in your body, peace in your health. But there's something happening quietly in the background of so many seniors' lives, and it's often missed until real damage has been done. It starts after dinner. You see, nighttime is when your body is designed to repair itself. Your kidneys, which filter your blood and remove toxins like creatinine and urea, naturally slow down at night. They need rest, just like your heart and brain. But what you eat in those hours after dinner can either support that healing process or sabotage it. And sadly, too many Americans unknowingly choose foods that force their kidneys to keep working when they should be recovering. These aren't exotic or clearly dangerous choices, they're everyday comfort foods. That's what makes this so important. Let's start with something many people love: pickles, sauerkraut, and other fermented vegetables. Now, I know these can seem healthy. They're low-calorie, they aid digestion, and they're full of flavor. But here's what most people don't realize. A single dill pickle spear can contain up to 800–900 milligrams of sodium. That's over a third of the daily recommended limit in just one piece. For seniors whose kidney function naturally declines with age, excess sodium can lead to water retention, increased blood pressure, swelling in the ankles and feet, and, over time, rising creatinine levels. Your kidneys have to work harder to filter that salt. And at night, that's exactly what they shouldn't be doing. Now let's talk about something sweet. Ice cream, cookies, cake, those little desserts we reach for to finish the evening. They may seem harmless, but here's the real issue. High sugar intake, especially at night, causes blood sugar to spike and stay elevated throughout the night. That puts strain not only on your pancreas, but on your kidneys as well. Over time, elevated blood sugar damages the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, the very capillaries that make filtration possible. And many of these desserts don't just contain sugar, they're also loaded with phosphorus and saturated fats, especially ice cream and commercial pastries. When your kidneys can't clear out excess phosphorus, it builds up in the bloodstream, weakening bones and increasing the risk of heart issues. Now, and this is something I discuss with almost every patient in their 60s or 70s, processed meats like bacon, sausage, and deli slices, even turkey or chicken breast from a package. These products may be convenient, they may even be marketed as low-fat or lean, but they're packed with sodium, preservatives, and a compound called purines. Your body breaks purines down into uric acid, and that too has to be filtered out by your kidneys. When kidneys are overworked, uric acid can accumulate, triggering inflammation, joint pain, and worsening kidney function. Just 2 ounces of deli meat can contain more sodium than an entire homemade dinner. And those nitrates used to preserve these meats? Long-term studies show they can damage blood vessels and contribute to hypertension, a key driver of kidney disease. If you've ever woken up feeling sluggish, swollen in your hands or feet, or noticed changes in your urine, darker color, stronger odor, or urgency, it might not just be age. It could be a sign your kidneys are asking for help. Here's the good news. They can recover. They're quiet organs, yes, but they're also resilient, and giving them a break doesn't require medication or fancy treatments. It just means changing how you end your day. So what should your evening plate look like? Start by removing anything heavily salted, processed, or sugary after dinner. No pickles, no sausage, no ice cream. Instead, opt for a small portion of lean protein, like grilled chicken breast, no more than 3–4 ounces. Add steamed or roasted vegetables like green beans, zucchini, or broccoli. No salt added. If you're craving something sweet, try a few slices of apple, a handful of blueberries, or a cup of unsweetened applesauce. You'll still feel satisfied, but your kidneys will thank you. Also, drink water, but moderately. You don't want to go to bed dehydrated, but overloading your kidneys with 20 ounces of water at 9 p.m. won't help either. Aim for steady hydration throughout the day, and only light sipping in the evening. And most importantly, listen to your body. If you feel more tired than usual, if your sleep is poor, if your legs feel heavy in the morning, don't brush it off. Your body is whispering to you, and it's asking for care. I've seen patients turn their lab numbers around simply by changing how they eat after 6 or 7 p.m. Creatinine levels drop, energy returns, swelling disappears, all without pills, just with compassion, intention, and knowledge. You've worked too hard, lived through too much, to spend your golden years feeling sick. Give your body the kindness it deserves. Let your kidneys rest when they need to. That starts tonight. And if you need a partner in this, someone to guide you, check your progress, and cheer you on, I'm right here. Because you're not just a patient. You're someone who deserves to thrive. And when we talk about evenings and kidney health, we can't ignore the familiar foods that many consider harmless. But studies show these very meals can place quiet, steady pressure on your kidneys and heart, especially after the age of 60. Take packaged soups and the ever-popular instant noodles, for example. They may seem convenient, sure, but each serving can hide an enormous amount of sodium, sometimes twice the recommended daily limit. Clinical research leaves no doubt. Excess salt leads to fluid retention, raises blood pressure, and forces your kidneys to work overtime. At night, when your body is supposed to be resting, your kidneys are still fighting this salt load. The result? Swelling, poor sleep, and even nighttime muscle cramps. Next, creamy sauces and rich meals made with butter and heavy cream. Many people enjoy ending the day with a comforting bowl of Alfredo pasta or something smothered in cheese. But for your kidneys, that's a real burden. Fats and thickeners slow digestion, and your kidneys have to work harder to process the byproducts. Over time, this contributes to elevated creatinine levels in your blood, a marker that reflects how well your kidneys are functioning. Studies confirm that heavy evening meals are linked to sleep disturbances, next-day fatigue, and long-term chronic kidney problems. And what about legumes? Beans, peas, lentils? These are great sources of plant-based protein and fiber, yes, but for aging kidneys, they can still be too much. High levels of potassium and phosphorus in these foods can accumulate in the bloodstream because kidney function naturally slows down at night. This can lead to irregular heartbeat, weakened bones, and that uncomfortable heaviness in your stomach that keeps you from sleeping soundly. So if you love beans, try enjoying them earlier in the day. Now, let's talk about red meat. Beef, lamb, pork. Protein is essential, but eating too much, especially late at night, puts major strain on your kidneys. As protein breaks down, it produces waste like creatinine and urea, which must be filtered out by your kidneys. In studies of older adults who regularly ate red meat at dinner, kidney issues, swelling, and fatigue were commonly reported. And when your kidneys don't get the rest they need overnight, that stress builds up, raising the risk of long-term damage. But let me be clear, none of this is meant to scare you. These habits aren't a life sentence. They're a wake-up call. Shifting to lighter dinners, steamed vegetables, modest portions of whole grains, lean fish or chicken baked or grilled can make a dramatic difference. It's not only easier on your kidneys, but also helps you sleep better, wake up with more energy, and reduce swelling and morning fatigue. And here's what's truly encouraging. Small changes starting today can meaningfully improve your health markers. Elevated creatinine is not a dead end. It's a sign your body needs support. Choosing the right foods in the evening helps your kidneys filter, recover, and restore. If you're not sure where to begin, use reliable health apps and tools that offer personalized meal suggestions based on your age and medical needs. These can be incredibly helpful guides on your wellness journey. Just remember, your kidneys are your body's natural filters, and with age, they become more sensitive. They deserve your care. Start with your evening plate, and soon enough, you'll notice the difference in your sleep, your energy, and your lab results. Don't wait for symptoms to become serious. Take action now. Your health is your responsibility, and choosing kidney-friendly foods at night is one of the simplest, most powerful ways to protect it for years to come.